record means a lot. Music is something I put a lot of effort into and hope to get somewhere with, mainly for other people to enjoy and get something out of it more than me myself.
What do I hope to accomplish with this record, with the release of this record? I could say personally and probably collectively as a band, it's just to accomplish maybe moving out of our parents' houses and traveling more, I guess, and just making something work while we're still young and able to do some fun stuff.
So basically, the difference between this and the other records that we've done so far, I would say mainly is that we've been talking back and forth about this as a collective concept for about 8 or 9 months now. With the other songs we've done, they've been written for just a long time, and it's been a matter of, when are we just going to release them, when are we going to put them out. Those songs very freelance, but in terms of this release, it's been sort of based off of, yes, we're going to write these collective amounts of songs into one release, and I think the end result that we're coming up with at this point in time is very reflective of that. It's definitely more of a record than any other release that we've done, and I think it's safe to say that this is like our first actual record. So very excited to see where the rest of this process goes and to see how the audience perceives that.
Recorded in analog because it's not normal. A lot of bands nowadays go straight into a computer, and there's so much potential for editing and getting every single take to be perfect in an almost robotic sense. You can make any vocalist sound like an angel. You can make any drummer sound like the best. And we didn't want that. I mean, we're not, our singers don't have angelic voices. Our drummer is awesome, great guy, but he's never, he's not like a machine. He's not somebody who hits every single beat like a metronome. We wanted to capture not necessarily the live feel, but something really raw and organic, because we feel like our music is just a huge outpouring of emotion, and we wanted to be able to capture that without anything in between. And I think that analog is the best way to do that. We're really forced to bring out our best possible takes. For instance, when you record drums in analog, you can't punch in, you can't edit anything. It has to be one flawless take. You have to sit down and play through the whole song with as few mistakes as possible. And for Nick to go through that, he's got his most emotional, and he's gone through the gauntlet as far as recording drums is concerned. And every instrument experiences that to some extent.
I have a much better life than you would think reading what I've written for the album. So what I try to channel when we were writing this was despair. A lot of the album is about, loss or, questioning beliefs. So we have a kind of a conceptual basis, a story, if you would. Most of the songs, when they are speaking on the conceptual basis, there's songs about losing loved ones, losing yourself, and coping with that sort of thing. But then on the other hand, all of the songs have a personal basis in my life, and those are, much more varied. There's a song on this album that's about Dungeons and Dragons. Bringing this theme together, the two themes, to have both, on the one hand, a story that's like a fictionalization of my father's life, and on the other hand, songs of a personal nature is really my overarching goal. So on the one hand, I can sing about this character who is stuck in a life of crime and trying to support his family, and on the other hand, I can talk about my own fears regarding growing older and my desire to become a family man. And the melding of the two themes is really the most important part of this album to me.
Hi, I'm Alex Garcia Rivera. This is Mystic Valley Studio, and I'm recording native wildlife here. Well, someone introduced me the other day as, hey, this is my friend Alex. He's drummed in probably every band you ever liked in high school. I'm kind of like the secret drummer that has drummed in a million hardcore bands and punk, screamo, whatever you want to call it, bands. I bought a 4-track tape machine. Then after just a few weeks, I got an 8-track tape machine, a little cassette recorder. Then when it came time to get something real, I went with tape. It's just a different way to work. You have to actually get great takes from people, and you have to push them to perform and be better musicians, really, and kind of step up to the plate. I'd like to hear all the sort of like in-between stuff and all the personality of it, and just get people to play honestly and have their record sound like a bunch of guys playing music together. And I think for heavy music, for like native wildlife, that type of music, even almost in a way, you don't hear it so much raw. You hear it like really processed and really like mechanical sounding, like inhumanly played stuff, vocals without the breaths in between, just like they're being shot at you with a machine gun, and for these guys to come in here and record all analog and with minimal edits and everything, it's like you don't hear that type of music played that way, or at least recorded that way, very often. It's just more raw and organic the way they're doing it, and I'm really into that, so